Good morning, or whenever you're watching this today. God bless you. We got Kat hanging out with us up here, and thought I'd bring you into a little bit of nature today for today's global conversation. And really exciting, we're also on 1 Million Meditators, a great page that brings together people from meditating from all around the world. Ambition is to have 1 million people meditating. It's really, really great. If you haven't seen it before, definitely check it out, 1 Million Meditators. And there's actually people meditating every 30 minutes today. So if you really want to get clear, and tomorrow, so if you really want to get clear in the vibe of who you are, get different practices of meditation, see what really feels good for you, make sure to check out this page. Maybe bring some friends to the 1 Million Meditators page. It's on Facebook. So if you're seeing it on there, you already know about it. We're simulcasting a couple different pages right now, so you may not know about it. So if you haven't seen it before, check it out. And there's people from all around the world leading meditations today. And there's just so much science coming out about how great meditation is. And I could go into it. And quite honestly, I studied on this so long ago that there's even better information out there than what I know and what I learned initially. I just know personally from my benefits of how it's changed my life. And with global harmonization that we do every day at 7:30 here, the intention is to literally change the frequency of the body, change the frequency that I'm operating at from internally, because everything is vibration. Everything is made of vibration. People say atoms are made of vibration. So we should really be testing things like with a telemeter to check the vibration of things versus actually looking at it with a microscope if we really want to get into the nuance of things. So the idea behind my meditations is to raise the frequency or match the frequency of one to the frequency of light, which light is a visual construct, and as an emotion expressed, my experience, light is love, as what I feel inside. And it's an infinite source of power that allows one to give, or at least in my experience, um, to give eternally. Just keep giving more and more and more and always be fired up. So, and thanks for you joining in. Sandy, love and peace right back at you. Julia, I love myself. I love the planet. I love you all for being here. August, always on every single day. Great to have you on. So, thanks for joining in today. So before we jump in, I'm going to just let you know, for those of you used to my normal harmonization process, we usually do it guided. I'm actually going to be playing a video here in about 5-10 minutes. See how long we go on the spell piece and the magic that you are piece. And so that will come on. You can already hear some of the noises that I have here. I'm in the jungles of Costa Rica. You might have just heard a howler monkey screaming in the background. So it'd be pretty neat if he was in the trees right now, but he's not. He's not in this tree. He's one over. And just to give you an idea of what we're surrounded with, and take in these sights, take in this beauty, because this is the planet that you live on. This is the gift that we have. We got some beautiful birds flying over there, these beautiful mountain ranges, and then on this side, got a wall here, but we got ocean views for days. It's funny because I show this because one of the first things I learned in meditation was how easy it is to get into a meditative state and how beneficial it is. And the first thing I tested was this idea that staring at 40 seconds of meditation, 40 seconds of nature, just 40 seconds of nature actually increases focus. And at the time, I had some issues with that label of ADD, right? So I couldn't stay focused on any one thing. And I would start just staring for 40 seconds at nature. And then that became longer and became longer. And then I got into meditation and was able to really calibrate myself to be able to be present moment. It really feels like most of the time now. It's like I've gotten to the other side of the hurdle. So if you struggle with staying concentrated on anything, be sure to just take in some nature. Just stare at nature. 40 seconds. There's no excuse why you can't do 40 seconds. Just look at your, start your clock, have a little timer. It makes life so much easier, and really improves the focus for anyone. So that being said, today's topic, you're magic. You are magic, like literally magic. You're creating magic with every single word that is spoken, with every single action that is taken. It's actually that vibration I was talking about earlier in this little chat. It's actually a sound wave, right? When I speak, it's a sound wave coming out of my mouth. And it can be very easy to dismiss the power of that wave, right? It's just words. Words don't hurt or stuff like that. All kinds of things we say that are dismiss the power of this word, the power of speaking, the power of whether it's a written word or a spoken word. It's always creating a little vibration into the time and space continuum. So abracadabra means, there's a couple different translations of it, is with my words I create, and so it is. So that's the most common one that I've seen. Every single word. And I'll just give you some examples of some words that we may be using. And I like to look at the etymology of these words. So one of them is to allow, right? There's this word allowing. I thought this is a good one to pick because etymology goes back to the beginning, the root of the word. So allow is almost like to in the connotation is to grant permission, to be allowed to, as if I don't have permission already. I have to ask permission. I'll be allowed to go out. As a teenager, this is what I learned. As a kid, I was allowed to go outside. I was granted permission. However, when looking at the root of this word, and this is a very important word, I'll get into that moment here, is to commend, to praise, to approve of, be pleased with, or appreciate the value of. It also could be to take into account or give credit for, or even recognize, admit as valid. So the nuances of this word has changed quite a bit from the way it was originally intended. And when the words change from how they're intended, they can actually be used to cast spells unknowingly. So when people ask me why there's evil in this world still, why is there still evil in this world? It's because we allow it. It's because God, why does God allow it, right? It's because God allows it. Why does God allow it? Because God is an allowing entity. God is connected to nature. God is connected to just giving absolute permission, giving the full free will, the full spectrum, allowing things to exist. Evil, on the other hand, is actually a man-made construct. Evil is what I judge to be evil. It's just what I've created as a good or bad construct. Evil is created by my perception of things. So when I start looking at how my perception starts to create things, that's where the magic gets really deeply into this. Because everything, and I know most of you already know this. You probably all already know it, and you probably all already practicing. But more reminders, and the more subtle the nuances I pay nuance of how every word I speak, every act I commit is creating a message, even the ones that I think. And every single little nuance of what I allow to be true or judge changes my perception on reality. When I start judging things, that's when things start to become painful. That's when things start to become challenging. That's when things, it can be a great thing, right? But I want to have good things and I want to have bad things. My experience is all things are great. And great is God. So God is great. So great, therefore, is God, right? We remember math. One thing is one thing, the other one, it's both directions, right? So you, you are also great. You are also great. You are whole and complete. You are whole and complete. You are pure divine love in its most glorious manifestation into this physical human body. You're not the body. You are the source that's coming through and expressing itself through this body. And you have all the power. You have more power than any other living creature that we are aware of, right? Arguably, there's lots of stories than any that exist, right? So definitely, you've got the power. You're creating all the magic. It's all here inside. And when this mind is really busy and running around with the programs and constructs of society and the pressures of society, like the world's happening to me, the mind gets it, like wants to take control, wants to run around and control things. The heart, however, heart's courageous. The heart is free. And that the spirit actually flows through the heart. And when trusting in that intuition and that heart spirit, that is actually when, at least in my experience, test it for yourself. I can only speak to my experience. I know that's when I perform the greatest, when I am centered in love. That's when things really seem to churn in my experience. And life is just blissful. It's just so freaking great. So there's another word I wanted to share with you guys, and then we're going to get into this meditation. So let me just pull this up because I actually saved a picture of it for y'all, just for a consideration, because there's some words that are implanted into um, into the English language, into our culture, that may be really helpful, that may actually be very clear and creating intentionally what I desire, because this vibration, the shape of it, the geometry of it, literally creates a ripple. There's some that may have been implanted into the human language or mistranslated that could be making life more challenging. So one is bless. I wanted to share this one as well. So it originally was actually a blood sprinkling on a pagan altars. Now, the word was chosen in Old English and Bibles to translate Latin benedicere, so benediction, benediction, a blessing or eulogium. And they have a ground sense of speak well of or to praise. So it's the opposite of gossip. Like gossip is that thing that causes the most discomfort, the most black magic that actually exists out there is gossip. So gossip's when I'm speaking ill of someone, especially when they're not in the room. I'm speaking ill of them and I'm damning them versus blessing them. This is the most common form of black magic. You may be practicing it. You may know some people that are practicing it. Probably know somebody that's practicing it. So turn gossip into blessings. And this is one of the things I learned in Texas, actually, when I lived there for a bit. There's a saying, "Oh, bless their heart, bless your heart." Now, then we're gonna leave it at that. I got to jump in. If you want to know more etymology, all that stuff, tune in to the Global Harmonization every single day, and yeah, that's gonna be how we're gonna roll. So let's put this and share this track here, and we're gonna get rolling with it right now. If you have headphones, definitely throw them in, and I'll be guiding a little bit here. Get into your meditative position, sit up straight, drop those shoulders back, breathe in through the nose, filling the belly, and then fill the chest, and go at your own pace and just become one with the breath as we throw the music on here. God bless.
I love myself and the planet. Me amo a mí misma y al planeta. Je m'aime et j'aime la Terre. Ich liebe mich und den Planeten. Ik houd zoveel van mezelf en van onze planeet. Mă iubesc pe mine și planeta. Pensare din bien al planeta. Szeretem magamat és a bolygót. Volim sebe i planetu. أنا أحب نفسي وأحب الكرة الأرضية. Nakupenda mimi na dunia. Eu amo a mim e ao planeta.
With each breath, focus the concentration up into your heart and the light within.
Me amo a mí misma y a mi planeta. I love myself and the planet.
You are whole and complete, perfect as you are. Each inhale, an opportunity to create more space, more time, here and now, in perfect presence. Filling the heart with love with each and every breath, and projecting that love out, emanating like the sun, eternally giving. Breathing into the eternal flame within the heart chakra. Pure peace, understanding, breathing into your greatness with each breath and exhaling out anything that no longer serves, getting out carbon dioxide to all the trees and plants, which serves them. Just emanating that love from the heart around the entire planet, pure peace. Knowing that all truths reside within the heart. You are the light you wish to see in the world.
open my mouth and fun.
Taking in another,
I can read that.
taking in another deep inhale and bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, pressing them together.
I love myself and the planet. Je m'aime et j'aime la terre.
Pressing the hands together, embodying this light within into every cell in the body.
Ich liebe mich und den Planeten.
Allowing the light within to permeate every strand of DNA, every muscle, youthing right here and now, optimizing the body. Gently lowering the hands down. We've been harmonized, the frequency of light. Thank you all for joining. So great to have you here. God bless you all. I love you. Have a beautiful day. You are whole and complete exactly as you are. I love every single moment of this day. I do this every single day, 7:30. So feel free to check out, follow me, and please share this movement with as many people as you feel compelled for all day today and tomorrow. 1 million meditators bringing together a group of amazing, amazing beings acting as light beings. You're here, you're part of this movement. I'm super, super grateful for you. God bless. Have an amazing, amazing day, and we'll see you soon. I'm out of time. Ciao.